Let's get into a groundbreaking and ambitious initiative led by Burkina Faso's leader, Ibrahim Traore. He's challenging the global pharmaceutical giants and spearheading a project that could reshape healthcare not just in Burkina Faso, but across the entire African continent. But what exactly is Traore's vision, and how is it challenging the status quo of Big Pharma? We'll also explore why this is crucial for the future of Africa's economy, how Burkina Faso plans to achieve self-sufficiency, and what this means for other countries in the Sahel and beyond. If you're interested in Africa's development, Pan-Africanism, or are just curious about how a small West African nation could take on global pharmaceutical giants, then stick around. Let's start with some context. Did you know that Burkina Faso imports 99% of its pharmaceutical products? That's right, 99%. This massive dependency costs the nation over 130 billion CFA francs annually. Imagine the impact of having to rely almost entirely on foreign suppliers for something as basic and essential as medicine. Not only does it drain the country's economy, but it also makes Burkina Faso vulnerable to supply chain disruptions and price fluctuations dictated by foreign interests. But why does this happen? The answer is simple lack of infrastructure. The country doesn't have the pharmaceutical facilities needed to produce drugs locally at a large scale. This is a common problem across the African continent, where most nations depend heavily on imports for medicine, often from Western countries. And who benefits the most from this arrangement? Big Pharma, multinational corporations that profit from Africa's lack of self-sufficiency in medicine. Enter Ibrahim Traore and his ambitious plan to change all of this. The Burkinabe government recently adopted a decree to establish the integrated pharmaceutical technopole of Kokologo. This isn't just another industrial zone. It's a revolutionary project aimed at making Burkina Faso self-sufficient in pharmaceutical production. Spanning 78 hectares, this technopole is set to focus on research and development, entrepreneurial initiatives, and large-scale drug manufacturing. The company responsible for this project is a mixed economy entity with a capital of 5 billion CFA francs. The Burkinabe state holds 98% of the shares, with the remaining 2% reserved for private entities. This structure ensures that the government maintains control, aligning with Traore's vision of an endogenous development model, one that prioritizes the nation's needs over foreign interests. Before we continue, just a gentle reminder to like and share our videos. Also, subscribe to the channel to stay informed on the latest African economic, political, and social developments, and explore how global geopolitics impact the continent. Now let's continue. Traore's approach isn't just about tackling the pharmaceutical industry. It's part of a broader vision for comprehensive development. He recognizes that real independence comes from building internal capacity and reducing reliance on external powers. This is why he's pushing for self-sufficiency, not just in healthcare, but also in agriculture, energy, and education. The pharmaceutical technopole is just one piece of the puzzle. The Sahel region, including the AES states of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, is working together to achieve self-independence. By pooling resources and expertise, these nations aim to break free from neo-colonial dependencies and chart their own path towards sustainable development. This is particularly crucial as they face immense challenges, from economic difficulties to insurgencies. But Traore's vision for healthcare extends beyond industrial zones. He's also launched a fleet of over 80 mobile clinics to serve Burkina Faso's most remote and underserved regions. These clinics are equipped with advanced medical technology, offering diagnostic and treatment services that were previously unavailable in many parts of the country. However, as promising as these mobile clinics are, the latest reports suggest that some of them are not fully functional in many localities. This is a significant challenge. While the intention is there, the reality of implementation shows the hurdles that must be overcome in building a robust healthcare system. Could it be a matter of insufficient maintenance, inadequate personnel, or lack of funding? Interestingly, international allies like China have stepped up to support Traore's healthcare initiatives. China recently donated medical equipment to aid Burkina Faso's healthcare drive. This is part of a broader trend where non-Western allies like China are increasingly investing in African development, offering alternatives to traditional Western models that often come with strings attached. Is this partnership with China the beginning of a new era for Burkina Faso's healthcare sector? Will this shift help other African nations achieve greater independence from Western pharmaceutical companies? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. So, how exactly does Ibrahim Traore plan to challenge Big Pharma? By creating a pharmaceutical industry that's owned and controlled by Africans for Africans. The technopole's goal is not just to manufacture medicines locally, but to research and develop drugs that cater specifically to the needs of Burkinabe and eventually African populations. Think about it. Malaria, tuberculosis, and other diseases disproportionately affect Africa, yet most pharmaceutical research happens in the West, where these diseases are rare. This needs to change. By developing local expertise, Burkina Faso aims to produce high-quality, affordable medicines that are accessible to all. This not only reduces dependency on foreign suppliers, but also creates jobs, boosts the local economy, and enhances healthcare equity. But will Big Pharma take this lying down? Absolutely not. They've thrived on monopolizing drug production and distribution in Africa for decades, and a project like this threatens their market share and profit margins. We can expect a pushback, but Traore's administration seems prepared to face it. Healthcare isn't the only sector receiving a revolutionary makeover under Traore's leadership. In addition to the pharmaceutical technopole and mobile clinics, Burkina Faso has embarked on several other development projects. Agricultural reform. The country is focusing on agricultural self-sufficiency, aiming to reduce its dependency on imported food products. Traore's administration has implemented programs to support local farmers, offering them resources and training to increase productivity and reduce reliance on foreign agricultural inputs. Energy independence. Burkina Faso is also investing in renewable energy projects, particularly solar energy, to tackle its power shortages and reduce reliance on foreign oil imports. This not only promotes sustainability, but also ensures that the nation retains control over its energy sources. Infrastructure development. From new roads to bridges and digital infrastructure, the government is working on building the physical and technological foundations that will support the country's economic growth for years to come. This also includes initiatives to boost digital literacy, recognizing that a tech-savvy population is essential for a modern economy. These projects showcase an integrated, holistic approach to development, ensuring that Burkina Faso builds a sustainable, self-sufficient future. The emphasis on endogenous development, where the focus is on developing local capacities and utilizing domestic resources, is a sharp contrast to past models that heavily depended on foreign aid and investment. Let's circle back to the pharmaceutical technopole. Could this project be a blueprint for the rest of Africa? It's possible. The vision Traore has for Burkina Faso could inspire other nations in the region to follow suit. The AES states, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, are already collaborating on multiple fronts, including military, economic, and social development. It's only logical that they would join forces in the healthcare sector too. By setting up pharmaceutical production hubs like the one in Kokologo, these countries can collectively produce medicines, share research findings, and improve healthcare access across the Sahel region. This cooperative effort could serve as a model for other African regions to replicate, ultimately leading to a continent-wide movement toward healthcare independence. We've talked about the healthcare benefits, but what about the economic implications? Establishing a pharmaceutical industry in Burkina Faso isn't just about medicine. It's about transforming the economy. By producing drugs locally, the country can save billions of CFA francs that would otherwise go to importing pharmaceuticals. This money can be reinvested into other development sectors like education, infrastructure, and technology. Moreover, the technopole is expected to create thousands of jobs, from researchers and healthcare workers to manufacturing and logistics roles. These are opportunities for the youth, a critical demographic in Burkina Faso. By building industries that offer long-term careers, the government hopes to reduce unemployment and prevent young people from joining insurgencies or migrating for better opportunities. Now, let's talk about investment opportunities. Burkina Faso's pharmaceutical revolution presents a unique opportunity for investors looking to enter Africa's growing healthcare sector. The country is ripe for investment in healthcare infrastructure, drug manufacturing, and technology to support medical research. If you're considering investing, start by researching companies and projects within the Kokologo technopole. You could also explore opportunities in associated industries like healthcare logistics, digital health solutions, and telemedicine services. Disclaimer. Remember, while these opportunities may seem promising, investing always comes with risks. Make sure to conduct thorough due diligence and consult with local experts and legal advisors before committing to any investment. Finally, let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Traore's initiatives are not just about Burkina Faso. They're about redefining Africa's place in the global economy. This pharma revolution is part of a larger Pan-African movement toward economic independence, as more African countries look to build their industries and reduce their dependency on foreign aid and imports. The efforts in Burkina Faso could set off a ripple effect. Imagine a scenario where the Sahel region, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, transforms into an industrial and healthcare hub, supplying not just the region, but the whole continent with essential medicines. This would drastically shift the balance of power, giving Africa a stronger voice in global health policy, and reducing the influence of multinational pharmaceutical giants who have long profited off the continent. Traore's vision is ambitious, no doubt, but it aligns perfectly with the aspirations of Pan-Africanists and those who believe in Africa's potential to thrive independently. Whether or not the pharmaceutical technopole of Kokologo becomes a success story, it's clear that this is a turning point for Burkina Faso and the African continent. So, is Burkina Faso's pharma revolution the start of something bigger? Will Ibrahim Traore's challenge to Big Pharma succeed? And will the African continent finally take control of its healthcare needs? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, Burkina Faso is leading the charge, and this initiative is a bold step towards true independence. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Do you believe this pharmaceutical technopole will succeed? Could it inspire other African nations to follow suit, or will Big Pharma push back too hard? Make sure to subscribe for more updates on African development and leadership. See you in the next video. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and letting me break down these complex geopolitical topics. Let me know what you think about the issues down in the comments below. Looking forward to that discussion. Please like this video, share it, subscribe to our channel, and we will see you in our next video.